All right, we are back. My name's Will DeFries. David Ruff.
I've got a question and then an anecdote. What percentage of Canadian men, or actually, you know what percentage of Canadians support legalizing crystal meth? Dylan, give me your guess.
Ooh. 8%.
Will,
3%.
sadly, only 12%.
Sadly.
Okay.
That's a lot of people who freak with the vision. I'm anti-crystal
I
meth.
think they're goofing on a survey like that, though.
Yeah, do you think they're just filling that out just to like, you know,
And this will be funny.
like maybe they get like 10% off at whatever weird ass Canadian grocery store they have if they fill out this survey.
Why are the stores up there weird ass?
You know
how it is. Like have you ever have you ever been to Canada?
It's all Trudeau'd
No,
out.
I want to.
I
but-
forget what it is, and I'm sure there's a backer out there who can help with this. But like your cell service changes, and it's just some like dude's name. Like instead of saying like AT&T at the top, it says like Dave.
What?
Yeah.
Mark.
They name. Really?
I didn't know this.
That sounds interesting.
Look that up, and
Yo,
let me I have an announcement for the show.
This
big.
Carl service stinks right now. Anecdote time.
I started a film last night, and I did Dylan it because I have to watch the second half tonight. But I've got good reason to. It's a 3-hour film, and I started it at like 9 o'clock, and I just wasn't going to stay up. And it is The Batman.
So you're pre-gaming Robbie Pat for the Pengy.
Correct. I'm doing my pre-Penguin homework.
Okay.
Because I saw online, a good friend of the show, guy's always been really good to us. J.R. Hickey's got a podcast, and he was trying to get somebody to do like a Penguin pod, and that person was kind of rude to him online in their response. And I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna watch his show just to do his pod." So, J.R., I will hop on your pod, man.
I feel like such an idiot responding to him. By the way, I sneaky enjoyed that Robert Pattinson Batman.
So is it necessary to watch before going in on Penguin? Because I'm down to watch it.
It gives you some context. It isn't totally necessary,
Okay.
but it does kind of
I'll do that.
paint the picture.
I'll do that beforehand.
Yeah, I mentioned the Penguin on Twitter yesterday, and J.R. Hickey was like, "Hey man, you want to come talk about it on my podcast?" And I said, "Well, I'm busy this week, but maybe sometime soon." He goes, "No, that's okay. It's been canceled for 4 years." He hasn't recorded his podcast in 4 years, and I didn't realize that. And I feel like such a dumb. Be like, "Yeah, man, but not this week, but soon."
He's been all in on nice touches, dude.
Sorry, Jr.
Yeah, what you did was not a nice touch.
It were a nicey.
Certainly not a nicey. That's not a nicey.
I don't know what he's up to.
Was that Chucky face? What, Randy? You too good for that?
What is Gruden doing?
Turn his mic off.
What
This
is
fucking
Gruden
guy
doing?
today. You know what he's doing? He's TikToking. He's doing TikTok.
I
man.
had fears that like
It's a
Fritz or
nicey.
Charlie was gonna just immediately start looking like Chucky. Like, dude, it's in their DNA that it's possible.
Not
talking about
not
the doll
John
or
Gruden, but
John
the doll.
The doll, not John Gruden.
That would be. You'd have some questions.
Just keep the hair tight, and no one will confuse your kids for Chucky.
I did think it would be a really good Halloween costume at some point, but like, you know,
How bad
really-
would that suck if you found out like later on that John Gruden fathered your child?
I'm really excited for this penguin journey you're about to go on, but more importantly, I have someone in the office to talk about it with.
Hey man, it sounds like a nicey.
The show is a nicey.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm looking forward to Penguin. I'm gonna watch the second half tonight, and I'm gonna probably hit Penguin on the plane
Good call.
tomorrow.
Good call, brother.
I'm glad you're watching because if you didn't watch the movie beforehand, that would be such a bogey move.
That would be quite a bogey move, wouldn't it?
I feel like he can feel Glenn Powell like nipping at his heels.
Yeah.
For,
Oh, yeah.
For Texas relevancy.
I have an issue with Glenn Powell if I'm being straight up honest.
He's going to step in and be the new McConaughey when he retires.
Overly
I think-
custom cowboy hat.
I think Glenn Powell is maybe following the McConaughey playbook too much.
He dressed.
He dressed exactly like him
He
at the
did.
last game, and I'm like, dude, you got to find your own path here.
He did.
Like, I also feel like McConaughey and his statement about people throwing stuff on the field, I feel like McConaughey, there's no way he can actually speak like that all the time. I feel like he puts his writing hat on and decides to be like, all right, I got to get in my McConaughey voice, and then starts going.
I'm telling you, I think that's him. I think it's authentic.
When I saw him on a plane ride to New York City, and he was typing on his laptop as I boarded the plane. I'm pretty sure he was writing his book, whatever that was called.
Green lights.
Green lights.
There you go. All right, turn his mic back.
I wish I would have stolen his laptop.
You should have.
Yeah, at that time I was more concerned about Hunter Biden's.
For good reason. What are we going to do about that?
If you have nothing else on the subject, feel free to introduce me to the podcast.
Dillian Chevalier.
Allow me to be the first to wish myself a happy birthday.
Oh yeah, fuck.
I'm going to go over
Happy birthday, Dylan. We went the entire morning without wishing you a happy birthday.
I'm just going to go over the list of people who didn't forget. One of them is my dentist. Got a text from them.
It's a software thing.
My leasing office.
I feel so bad.
A chiropractor that I used once about 6 years ago.
Blew your back out. Never forgot.
Emailed me happy birthday, all before you guys. So
yeah, we just spent I just spent an hour and 45 minutes with Dylan and did not wish him one single happy birthday. I feel bad about that.
Is it actually today?
It is actually today.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. I was doing the thing like after 40, maybe people don't want to confront the birthday, so I was like trying to maybe just play it slow.
I got to be honest. This is the least birthday feeling birthday I've ever had. 41 is just like, who gives a shit? I forgot it was my birthday for most of the week, so don't feel too bad.
Boom or a doom?
It's still a boom. It's just not my favorite birthday. It's just kind of like okay, whatever. I'm squarely in my 40s now. You know, it's a year in. Anyway, I'm 41 today.
Sorry.
Don't feel a day over. Physically, I feel 32.
Let's see who died today that's famous that reincarnated into you.
Good call.
Yeah, let's get sad.
My upcoming birthday is 38, and it is not moving the needle for me at all. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm that much closer to 40 than I would be at 37. 38 is such a blah number that like it's like what are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna tell Sally this year. Please don't plan anything big with anybody else. Like let's just go on a nice date, call it a day, get out of there.
Didn't plan a Matt's outing this year like I've done the past like 4 or 5 in a row.
Well, I was talking to you about it, but I also talked to Sally about it. That like it feels like your birthdays are quick. Like they sneak up and then suddenly you have another one very soon.
I think it's because I'm the old guy, so it's like it feels more momentous for me to be like, oh, another year for this old fucker in the group.
Who is Dylan reincarnated as, Dave?
Wow.
Any good ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Like such as?
What year were you?
Lim Go Tong, Malaysian Chinese businessman, founder of Genting Group.
I was thinking that one actually.
1983 to answer the question that you asked.
Was there anyone from 1983 who died that day? Because that would be Dylan's most likely reincarnation.
Like Randy and Kurt Cobain,
Very
for
true.
example.
Christian Dior, not 1983, but still Christian Dior died this day.
Okay.
So that's a name of note. But the one that I think really suits you, of course, is Francis Ellingwood Abbott, American theologian, known in the scientific theism realm.
Okay.
Kind of a nicey.
Scientific theism.
What about George Stumm, the German general who died in 1942?
Didn't say which war.
Yeah, we don't know.
Could have been one.
We don't know.
Could have been prior wars.
Yeah, he could have died of natural causes.
Could have been a abstenter.
Nicey?
What's the word?
What were we going to say?
What's abstenter?
Like as he abstained from the
Abstained.
war.
Some did, I guess. I don't know.
A pacifist.
Sure.
What'd you say?
I dabble in pacifism.
What's your
Anyway.
line?
I dabble in past that J-ism.
Hey, if you don't stop, I'll pass a fist over.
Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of Nicky the
Punch.
Knife, he made a special appearance yesterday on Do You Know It, a game show podcast, Spooky Season Edition. If anyone has any possible tiebreakers for the end of Spooky Season, should it end in a tie, please reach out to Randall Trimbacki.
Not that it did. Go and listen. You know,
Maybe
go
a
ahead, you know.
time machine too would help. If you can maybe go find a time machine and let Randy know that's a possibility.
It's only the second time it's happened, so you'd think, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on Randy. That's okay.
I do have. I have something for next time, at least as a backup. Just a quick one.
We did a spooky season themed Do You Know It, a game show podcast beyond the paywall yesterday, patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. But more importantly, this Saturday, this weekend in fun, Gem Saloon, Saturday at 5 p.m. We're having our New York meetup in tribute to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital fundraiser that we did.
Yep.
How much money did we actually raise for that?
We raised and donated a shade under 18 grand.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was going to say 14. Yeah. So shout out to everyone in New York who won that meetup. I'm very excited to go bop with the boys.
Can't wait.
And the girls and everyone in between.
Did you hear? Because of that, a special guest is going to be there. Jude Messina, our old friend.
Oh, let's go.
Dylan. It's a joke for two people.
Is
Great
JD
guy.
Messina going to be there?
Yes.
Jody. Sorry.
Joe D. Mike Messina is going to be there.
This
The
is
Moose.
this is gonna be the biggest meetup we've ever had.
I think so.
Calling it now.
What time is the old ball game that night? I think there's a ball game.
Which one?
World Series.
Oh, the baseball game. Of course. I don't know.
They've been calling me Willie Ball game lately.
Is it going to be in New York? Dave's going to look this up for us, as you can look this one up, believe it or not.
Saturday. No, it's in LA. Oh,
Okay.
this is going to be. So if this is 7:08 LA time, this is going to be right.
No, that's
smack
not
dab.
LA time. That's our time. So it'll be at 8:08
Oh, is it?
New York time.
Okay.
That adjusts. So can I ask a dumb question?
Yeah.
If you look up European soccer, the home team is the top team.
Oh, different here.
It always confuses me now because I look up that more than I look up other
Yeah.
sports. It always confuses me.
That
now.
should be the rule.
I agree. I think it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I don't know why they do it like that.
It always, not to throw shade at my wife right now. You know I love my wife. It shocks me sometimes when I'm like watching like a hockey game and she goes, "Oh, where is this?" And I'm like, "Just look at center ice."
Maybe it's a baseball play, being the home team being second because they bat second always.
Maybe.
The home team.
I also, whenever I like click on the actual game, it says, whoever at wherever. So maybe it's that, like you're reading it like it's at the
Mhm.
second team.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who are you guys rooting for?
I just hope both teams have fun.
I'm rooting for the Yankees.
I don't really know. Maybe the Yankees.
I'm running with the Dodgers. Otani.
I like Otani, but I don't know. There's something about New York winning a World Series during an election year that just feels so American.
They are a very successful franchise. Yes, the most successful franchise.
My buddy and I, during the whole Yankees Red Sox like peak rivalry back in the day, we each decided to take a side, and he wanted the Red Sox, so I rode with the Yankees. And so there's always gonna be a little part of me that was like, you know what, I think I kind of like the Yankees.
There was a lot of Red Sox hats at Texas State in 2005, 2006.
Yeah, I
a
get
ton,
it.
actually. Weirdly, I guess they were just a team you could like. It's like the Cubbies. at
That's
that
the year they
time.
won the World Series, right? 05?
That was the year.
Nope.
Yeah, that was the 3-0 comeback, I believe.
That was the year the White Sox won the World Series. That's the only
04?
time I know.
04 maybe?
Around there, maybe 06.
It's in that era.
Sure.
Look, email Randy at washmedia.com. Let him know. Or Dillian at washmedia.com.
Or Dillian, yes. I will definitely get it.
So 2 nights ago, I was just absolutely chilling out. I was watching my Grateful Dead class, and I thought, you know what? You know what would feel really good right now? Taking exactly one single early bird CBD.
Ooh.
Today's episode is presented by our great friends over at Early Bird CBD. If you're not familiar with these, you better listen up and listen up good, because we've been touting them since literally day one of this very podcast.
That is correct.
Early Bird gummies are a recreational hemp product that contain around 2.5 milligrams of natural THC and around 12.5 milligrams of CBD in each gummy. These are formulated for fun and to make you feel good. We've recommended these to a lot of people, and pretty much everyone I know is a returning customer at this point. There's a lot of listeners out there who probably either follow this or have a partner who follows her. But have you guys seen things I bought and liked on Instagram?
Yes.
She rides for these, and she doesn't ride for products unless she absolutely loves them. And I was like, yeah. I'm glad that she sees the vision and freaks with it.
I took one last night to get settled in and watch the Penguin, and I was just cruising, man. Just
I would have taken one
floating.
last night, but my sample pack was depleted.
And then right after the show ended, I hit the pillow and slept like an absolute baby.
I was hoping you were going to say you hit a pen or something. That sounds way more chill.
No.
Early Bird's based in Austin. We are friends with a bunch of the guys over there. It's just they're a great company. I've literally known these guys, and I even helped pack early sample packs with the gummies from my house.
Also, just fantastic guys.
Yep.
If you want to support good people, go for it.
Shout out Mark. Shout out Justin. Shout out Eric. Shout out all of them. Get 20% off your first purchase with promo code CB20 at earlybirdcbd.com. If you've purchased before, these codes are brand new. So go and load up your cart. They are one-time use. So if you're going to do it, get one of each flavor. Just do yourself a favor. You're going to want them. You're going to want them. New American Psycho's coming out. Well, not coming out anytime soon, but New American Psycho is officially on the radar. I'm not familiar with the new director. Do you know who Luca Guadagnino is?
I do. Actually, no, I was thinking of a different one. No,
Okay.
I don't know who this is.
I don't know who it is either.
Oh, actually, okay. I have seen more movies from him than I anticipated. Okay. He did, I guess the first one I saw from him was Call Me By Your Name. Great movie. I have not seen Challengers. Yeah, I've only seen one movie from him. Call Me By Your Name was good. I guess that's enough of an endorsement that I think I can get excited for this.
Challengers is the tennis one that has the
The threesome scene that you should not watch on a plane.
yeah, especially if you're in the middle seat.
Shout out Zendaya though. She's been looking crazy good lately.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how Tom Holland can handle all that.
Maybe she has a hard time handling.
I doubt that.
Tom
based
Holland.
on what I've seen about him.
Do you think it's an ick that, like, if Zendaya saw the video of Rory McIlroy not knowing who
Dude.
Tom Holland was, do you think she gets a little ick being like,
That's-
oh, he doesn't know who my boyfriend is?
That has Roy spoke on that. That was
He needs
still
to.
just incredibly humbling.
Let's reach out to the No Laying Up guys and say next time you get Rory, can you at least ask him what his favorite Tom Holland movie is, just to like maybe gas him up a little bit?
We need that to happen.
Who do you guys want to see as the new American Psycho? I could see Dylan not even seeing American Psycho at this point. Have you even seen the original?
Of course, I've seen the original.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
You sure?
Is that Bone?
Have you seen it or you just know that scene?
I've seen the movie.
Okay, name every character. I think Rishi should be the new American Psycho.
No, he can't handle it.
Yes.
My one thing about the new American Psycho actor, whoever's going to play Patrick Bateman, I just like no. I'm not trying to be like racist or anything, but I don't want it to be a non-American. You can't have an English dude playing American Psycho.
But that would reflect the nation of immigrants that we are.
Okay, fair point. Fair point. But like Elordi's, I think if Vegas was
Oh.
putting money on, or like putting odds out, I think Elordi, who's Australian, would be number one.
Lordy's a good one.
He's already worked with the director on other stuff before.
Oh, okay.
There's a
That's a
photo
good
floating
call.
around of them having lunch together that is not regarding this movie.
So this hasn't been announced. They haven't chosen the lead actor yet. Okay.
Elordi, I just said that. Like, I do think Elordi would be great, and he does a good American accent. So maybe I need to scale back my nationalist takes.
I think Glenn Powell would also be a fantastic one.
That would be a
Our
good
boy.
role for him to transition out of these like rom-com things that he's been doing and just get into like a serious role that would
Show
get
a-
some actual attention.
Show a little range.
I don't know if you want your first like super serious movie though to be a remake of something. I feel like you
His-
got to hang your hat on something new.
His level of attractiveness, though, is not unapproachable.
Does it need to be?
I think
unapproachable?
American Psycho, Christian Bale hotness in American Psycho was like so handsome but unapproachable. Just like very much like, okay, like I don't want to talk to that guy, but I have to acknowledge that is a very handsome man.
He's so put off by everything.
Going off what you said, well, do you have a problem with Christian Bale being the American Psycho? He's an English actor.
You know what?
Oh.
Good point. Yeah, maybe I do.
It is a good point.
Hey,
from
I'm
Randy.
just in the arena trying things right now. I'm just putting out takes, and I can scale back whenever I want because that's what we can do on this show.
How old should this actor be?
I think they should be
35?
right around 30.
All right. Bradley Cooper, too old.
Too old.
Chris Pratt's probably the answer.
We're not doing Chris Pratt.
It's a me, Patrick Bateman.
It doesn't have to do it in Mario voice.
I
Okay,
do think Glenn Powell would be great.
Can I put out some names?
Yes.
Theo James.
Theo
White
James.
Lotus.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He might be too built for it.
You mean built as in like physically, or just
Yeah.
like makes too much sense?
He's kind of built like a
okay.
house.
This guy.
But tell me this
He
guy
is?
wouldn't do an okay job.
He does have a ability to have like an empty look behind
I mean,
his
Patrick
eyes.
Bateman is built.
His handsome eyes.
Yeah, but he was lean built.
He was lean.
I always thought Theo
He can
James.
lean up.
He can do 1,000 of them now.
Like Theo James is a problem.
That dude's so handsome. My
I've got
gosh.
the answer.
What?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield would be good right now. He's having a little renaissance right now. Have you guys been watching the clips with him and the girl that hosts the podcast, whose name is escaping me?
Bobby Althoff?
No, you won't think of it. No, offense.
Hawktua?
Not Hawktua. Not
Oh,
Haley
the-
Welch.
The girl that does the dating.
Yeah. He has sexual
Hawktua.
chemistry with this girl that is years in the making, and everyone just wants them desperately to date.
How do you not have sexual chemistry with Theo James? I mean,
No, I'm talking about Andrew Garfield.
oh, my bad. My bad.
I've been seeing a lot of the clip online of the clip where he finds out in Social Network where he is going to not have the equity that he once had. It's just been on my timeline a lot. And I think that movie is a little underrated.
It's a
Or
great
his
movie.
performance in it.
That's one that when I revisit it every 2 or 3 years, I'm always like, I have not properly rated this.
We watched that for Stream Room, right? I remember watching it for Stream Room being like, this might be my favorite Stream Room sit down and watch that we've had yet.
Who could forget the Stream Room?
Did anyone in this room watch Girls on HBO?
Just you.
I watched like the first couple seasons of it.
Allison Williams, someone said like y'all aren't ready for this take. It was a tweet like, but she would be a great American Psycho if they went a female angle on it. And I actually think that she would be hilarious because she almost was playing as an American Psycho in that show, just under the radar, just crazy.
You know they did that when they tried to do the sequel with Mila Kunis.
American Psycho 2.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
It's regarded as one of the worst sequels ever.
Yeah, and with Mila Kunis's association with I don't know,
What about,
child traffickers, maybe they should delete that from the internet.
what about Gyllenhaal?
Gyllenhaal could do it. I just worry he's a little too old for this right now.
He fits the bill.
He was so ripped up in Roadhouse. It was unbelievable.
It was off-putting.
I've seen a lot of people saying that we talked about him on Retail Therapy last week, but Drew Starkey from Outer Banks, he's kind of having a little ascension right now.
Oh,
Rafe,
yeah.
did you guys watch Outer Banks, or is that just a me, Randy, and Brett John?
I did not watch Outer Banks.
This
did
guy's
not.
getting a lot of chatter just for big roles in general, but he's been floated as being a very good option for it, and I actually think that is a good assessment.
I kind of hope they do like a black guy just to make people mad. Just because people will be like, oh,
That would be
dude.
sick.
Honestly, how unhinged Rafe is, I think he could do a pretty good Patrick Bateman.
If you picture this guy putting on a face mask in the morning,
No, that's good.
like Michael B. Jordan, I don't think he's got the American Psycho gene in him.
He doesn't look. He's got.
He's too
much
likable.
approachable.
Yeah, he's too approachable.
Randy, who is the actor that plays in the cinematic universe of Marvel?
The
Falcon.
Many of them. Oh, what is his name?
Matt Bomer is another one, but he's 47. He looks younger than 47, but that is one handsome dude.
Whenever I hear some, yeah, he could actually.
He's scorching hot.
He's good looking enough that it would work.
Anthony Mackie.
Mac, yeah. He was something like that.
Plus, he's played some dark roles before and crushed.
You know, this exercise has been generally positive, but it's made me realize something. I don't know a lot of young actors. Like the 30, that range, I am very much, you guys have had a lot of name drops, and I'm unfamiliar with their work. And that's sad.
Here, Randy, I'm slacking you a name because I don't know how to say it. But I saw a tweet that was like, this guy would be hilarious in the role, but I'm not sure that he would be like the best for the role. It's the guy from Righteous Gemstones who became a stuntman.
Oh, okay. This kid.
I think he's too goofy looking.
No, I know, but like that, I think him having the psycho undertones would be like even more entertaining.
Yeah.
Do we know if this is going to be a rewritten movie or is this going to be just a remake?
I think that's my biggest question mark on the movie, even more than who will play it. Like, I don't really know if I want it to be modern day because I feel like it'll age really poorly. Like, if it's a crypto bro who's living in like San Francisco, that it's not going to hit like the 80s nostalgia of like the waspy American guy.
The talk I remember on PGP, somebody, or maybe it was just on Touching Base, we talked about it, but somebody like talked about the modern one being Silicon Valley tech bro type. You could do it and set it in Austin,
You could,
and it works. But again, it is like what you said. It doesn't have the vintage Wall Street 80s feel that everybody liked about the first one. But I kind of hope they get unique. Maybe do a female or just a non-white guy just to mix it up.
yeah.
Sticking on the white guy train. Austin Butler might be okay. Played Elvis.
Yes, he has been floated by like GQ and some other
really?
outlets as a possibility that would work really well.
He's got a little Nick Vile face, doesn't he? Yeah, he's unapproachable good looking, in my opinion.
He's tall as hell.
Skarsgård.
Ooh,
Dude, Skarsgård.
Skarsgård he would dominate.
Dude, Skarsgård's built for this.
He would dominate that. Here, I think I have it pulled up what they said about what the modern day American Psycho would be. Let me see. Okay. This is from Bret Easton Ellis, who wrote the original book. He said, "Sometimes I think that if I had written the book in the past decade, perhaps Bateman would be working in Silicon Valley, living in Cupertino with excursions into San Francisco or down to Big Sur to the Post Ranch Inn, and palling around with Zuckerberg and dining at the French Laundry or lunching with Reed Hastings in Manresa and Los Gatos, wearing a Yeezy hoodie and teasing girls on Tinder. Certainly, he could also just as easily be a hedge fund manager in New York. Patrick Bateman begets Bill Ackman and Daniel Loeb." I don't know what that means, but word.
Okay.
I want it to be New York. I think I want it to be in New York.
I do too. He worked in finance.
Finance.
He did, right?
Murders and executions.
M&A. Executions or acquisitions?
Executions.
Mergers
and executions. Yeah.
It was murders and executions. Mergers and acquisitions, I think.
What music do you want him to put on in American Psycho remake?
It's got to be something from Life of Pablo. You get him back to
He puts on Waves.
the apartment, and you just start explaining the merits of like, I don't know, something off of Life of Pablo or something off Beautiful Dark Twisted. And just like, this is why Kanye's a genius.
Yeah, I could see it.
I'm excited for the remake.
I am.
I don't get excited about a lot of remakes. Did you read the book?
I did not.
I had some backers accuse me of not reading the book, and I'm proud. I can proudly say that in the last 10 years, it's one of the like 6 books I've actually finished.
Good.
Yeah, it's a lot darker than the movie.
Why did they just go at you for that?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I thought it was a little out of bounds. I was like, what? Like, I'm very upfront about how little I read. So like to say that I actually did read something, I feel like that's a point of pride for me.
I feel like you just didn't finish the 4th book and just continued out with the series.
Dude, fuck Harry Potter. I'm not even going to finish the series anymore. I'm done with Harry Potter. I'm out. Bye.
It's very unlike you to not being on Harry Potter.
It's such a bad take.
Wasn't even a take. I just said I was going to move on.
Hey, I didn't know
It's not
Austin
take at
Butler
all.
was
So
a
mean.
Disney Channel guy.
He's what?
I didn't know Austin Butler was a Disney Channel guy.
I did not either.
Didn't he do the method acting thing for Elvis, and he just couldn't get out of character?
No, he just kept his voice. He just kept the Elvis voice.
Yeah, he's still Elvis.
I get it though.
Yeah.
If you do the character or the whatever it is, like in your Elvis, like fuck it,
Oh,
we ball now. I never saw that.
It was good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. It
Okay.
was different.
I
It's
had
very-
the opportunity to go to Graceland when I was younger, but I told my parents I didn't care, so take someone else.
It's very very artsy in the way they filmed it.
Okay.
But it was good. The music obviously was excellent.
Are you sure? Were you positive it was a musical when you entered?
Had no clue.
I hate this conversation so much.
When's the last time you ripped a Juul?
It's been a while, but I have ripped a Juul.
I can't speak about it. Unfortunately, I've been advised to not speak about it. It's pending a legal issue here. But I can't say that I have in my life multiple times, multiple thousands of times, maybe.
Yeah, I've never purchased one or anything, but I mean, you know, if one of your absolutes has one on the golf course, sometimes you gotta hit that thing with them.
There was an absolute Juul movement for a while. Everyone.
I just
was
want people to
Juuling.
know that if you're in a foursome with me and we're teeing off in the afternoon, might have a couple drinks in the mix. I just hope that one of you has a Juul there because it'll be fun for a couple holes.
You can't find them anymore, right? They've been
Yeah, but you can find like Elf bars and fucking whatever
that
they're
stuff
called
for sure.
What were you gonna say, Randy?
I was gonna say, I think that there's 3 podcast hosts here that may be in trouble because they got a certain producer a Juul back in the day.
Oh yes, I did. I bought Micah a Juul for the white elephant. Was it white elephant or just a
I
gift?
think it was
exchange?
like a Secret Santa.
Did you get addicted to it?
Okay, yeah, it was just you.
Did Micah get popcorn lung?
I don't know if he actually used it, but I just thought it'd be hilarious to get Micah a Juul, so I got him one.
I can confirm that in my time of hanging out with Micah since touching base, I haven't never seen Micah hit a Juul or even talk about Juuls.
I'm not sure what he did with it. But I don't think he used it.
Well, should we have joined this class action lawsuit? Because we've hit Juuls before? Because like I've seen screenshots of payments going out for this that range between $1,200 up to almost $10,000 to some person.
Damn.
Can you just join class action lawsuits if they're just out there? Do they need like proof of purchase or something?
Yes.
How? How do you prove your purchase if you're just like Apple paying at a gas station?
You just pull a credit card statement?
You probably can.
Can I just be like, yeah, this $60 tank of gas was actually like I just bought 10 Juuls.
I did buy the one Juul that I gifted. That's the only Juul I ever purchased.
The
Someone needs to-
settlement class includes all individuals who purchased in the United States a Juul product from a brick and mortar or online retailer before December 7th, 2022. If you are in this group, you are a member of the settlement class and you must make a claim in order to receive payment. So you should do it. You should see what happens.
Did we miss the
I
window?
was joking. I've literally never hit a Juul.
Did we miss the window on it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no. Dylan actually told me that he was watching a spooky movie the other day that he had to turn off because it ended up being pornographic called Brickton Murder.
That's a good one. I would watch that. Bricked and murdered. You're bricked up and then you get murdered is what's going on in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you have any scary movies on your radar before Halloween?
I've been working through a few of them already. I got Parks into the Halloween series. We've watched 2 of them so far, and he's loving them. Except for the nude scenes, I'm not letting him watch.
You're gonna say like, except for the nightmares he's having. Camp Crystal Lake.
I'll never forget that.
Camp Crystal Lake.
I wish I would have
Friday the
jeweled more
13th.
so I could get like the bag right now.
Of course, the murderer in Friday the 13th is not Jason. It is his mother. Spoiler.
Jason the murder.
But he takes over the killing in the second one.
Why are they paying people out? What's the class action lawsuit even about?
Is it popcorn lung related? I would imagine. What? Just the dangers of it? What? I don't know. I haven't read any of this. I don't know.
Like, I guess I don't.
The lawsuit alleged the plaintiffs paid more for Juul products because than they otherwise would have if accurate information concerning the product's addictiveness and safety had been provided, and that Juul products were unlawfully marketed to minors.
Yeah, I get that. Have you guys ever joined a class action lawsuit and gotten the bag?
No.
I got $30 for like an airbag thing one time.
Sick.
Okay. I've definitely had one. I can't remember for what though.
Yeah, I remember getting the check and being like, oh,
Okay.
This is interesting because you'd think minors would already have lung issues.
All that.
it's the black lung pop.
That's good, Dave. That's real good.
You've been cracking up lately at Ben Stiller's Kamala endorsements doing Zoolander. Dave's been sending me every video.
I've not seen him. Is he doing Zoolander?
He did. Someone made like a cake that's like that was White House themed, and he was with Kamala's husband, and he did the whole what is this, a White House for ants thing, and it was fine, but like I'll be honest, I don't think any Trump voters are seeing that video and being like, oh man, I got to switch now. That's hilarious.
It's a good quote.
The
One that
settlement,
we did frequently back in the day.
the settlement has closed. You can no longer join the
Another
lawsuit.
Skarsgård movie.
That's true.
I just clicked through and it said
We never did Zoolander for Stream Room.
You can't hop back in?
That's a miss. I'm gonna download Zoolander for the flight.
Zoolander's a
I'm gonna be
great
kicking the
movie.
seat in front of me, laughing so hard.
So, we never saw the sequel, or did we?
No. I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah, that's crazy because I mean that was a movie that I've seen many, many times, and there was a time where I would have been all in on a sequel, and now I have just no desire to go back and watch that.
It's like I've never seen Dumb and Dumberer.
No,
I just
no,
don't need.
no.
I don't need to tarnish the original. The original for me is. I think there's a world where the original Dumb and Dumber, where I think it's the funniest movie I've ever seen.
It is such a great movie.
But if
a good
it's not
take.
number one, it's in the top 4.
Yeah,
It's a top 5 comedy.
Yeah, like there's some Adam Sandler movies from that era that are maybe competing with it. But when I watch Dumb and Dumber, I am pretty much at my happiest.
Dumb and Dumber was just a level of dumbassery that like you hadn't really seen in a movie that they just did it right. Like The Pest, it was like, okay, here's the pest. I know, I'm bringing up The Pest again. It's like, okay, this guy's just fucking, this guy sucks and whatever. But Dumb and Dumber, I mean, they had like Jim Carrey at the height of his powers, Jeff Daniels, like a legit actor, and it worked.
Yeah.
What was the redhead's name? Holly. They ended up getting married in real life.
He did.
Jeff Daniels?
No. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
And Holly.
Oh, well,
What's
that
her
didn't
name?
last, right?
No.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber 2, which is spelled T-O-O. One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not willing
But
to.
they got the same actors together and they still just absolutely whiffed on it. It's weird how that
the
can
comedy
work.
doesn't hit the same so long after the fact.
And they were like, they clearly had aged a bunch because it was filmed much later. And
Yeah.
it's like, it just doesn't work as well.
I think that like American Psycho can work because there's so many different takes that you can have on it that are a departure from the original. Whereas like a movie like Dumb and Dumber, like you're really pigeonholed to stupid humor. And that stupid humor was so funny because it was the first time I'd seen humor that dumb before. So Juuls, how do we get down this road?
You know, people are getting the bag and I'm happy.
What will our friend Blaine do if I show up with an elf bar to the little golf outing I'm doing in 2 weeks?
Probably hit said elf.
Blaine, I know you're listening. Please reach out.
I have an Escobar at home. I'll give you.
Pablo?
Yeah.
Damn, you're living that life of Pablo.
I think the moral of the story here is keep your receipts.
Yeah. Yeah. For like auditing purposes?
For Blaine purposes and also for future class action possibilities.
Yeah, Blaine's our accountant / friend.
Yes.
Not in that order, but sometimes in that order, depending on the urgency.
Yes.
Let's hear from our. Speaking of money, speaking of accountancy, let's talk about our friends over at Rocket Money. I freak with Rocket Money. I actually spoke last night with my wife about how much I like Rocket Money. Rocket Money is incredible. There's a lot of people out there, myself included, who in the past have maybe signed up for too many streaming services, and then suddenly you're like, wait, I have numerous accounts on this one thing? Or wait, my bill is this high for this recurring payment? That seems crazy. Well, allow Rocket Money to enter the game. Can you guys name every single subscription you have? I bet you can't.
Absolutely not.
Bet you can't. I logged into a credit card last night and thought to myself, oh, I need to cancel that. I didn't even know that was on this credit card that I barely use. I don't hate having a recurring payment there. It does help your credit, but you know, you never want to pay for anything else that you don't need to. Over 74% of people have subscriptions that they've forgotten about, and with Rocket Money, you don't have to remember every subscription or worry about forgetting any because you can see them all laid out right in front of you right there. Most Americans think they spend about $62 per month on subscriptions, but the real number is closer to $300. That's a very big difference. Almost 5x, Dylan. Do that math. Even if it's just a couple subscriptions that fall off your radar, those recurring payments, they really add up. Managing your finances can feel complicated, time-consuming, just the worst, but it doesn't have to be. Rocket Money simplifies everything, making it so easy to see exactly what's happening with your finances, track your spending, give you full control over all of it right from your phone. It's a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills so you too can grow your savings. They got over 5 million users. They've saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 per year when using all the app's features. You can get a first-class flight with that.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/circling. That's rocketmoney.com/circling. Again, rocketmoney.com/circling. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do.
Keep going.
Now you're in New York.
He carried that for longer than I expected.
This place will make you feel brand new.
Damn.
The lights will inspire you.
You're spitting right now.
New York, Gem Saloon, 5 p.m. It's prediction time.
I'm so excited, man. I've been in New York since I was 21 years old.
I have
Been a
not been.
long time.
Yours is a longer period than me. I have not been since spring of 2023.
I also just didn't do it right at all.
Well, yeah, no one in their younger 20s.
I actually went there to my girlfriend who I had recently broken up with. We planned this trip like way in advance. She was studying there like for a semester. And so I went to visit her and we were broken up and fighting. It was just not good.
Dude, that sounds sick.
It was not
That sounds like a
good.
sick
Badass.
trip, dude.
We
Man,
didn't, you
just
know,
cancel that flight.
Didn't really get to experience the city in the ways that one should when you visit New York. So I'm excited to redo it.
Haven't been to the city since I was a child.
Fuck yeah, Dave.
And
How
I
you
did
gonna
go to the McDonald's down there, and I did buy a New Jersey Devils jersey when I was there.
What the hell, dude?
It was like in that era of like childhood where like you were just into teams. Like you still, like I still was riding with the Stars, but I was also like collecting cool logos.
Yeah.
And cool. And the Devils have an objectively cool jersey.
Well, at that point in our lives too, like it was peak cool logo season for the NHL. Like it was very easy to be like, you know what? I would do that with mini sticks. We played mini sticks a lot.
Okay.
And so I would always buy, like, if I went to like a random game or whatever, I would always buy like a random cool logo.
Yeah.
When the Mighty Ducks came out, their new logo after the Disney movie and stuff, it was like, yeah, give me all of that.
Yeah.
Anyone have any predictions? I'll start.
Okay.
I think less than 50% of people will have a costume on, and I think that number will go down as far as a third.
Do you think anyone will out costume Randy in the Doug Dimmadome?
Are you Dimmadoming?
I have committed to Dimmadoming the second weekend in a row doing Dimmadome.
It is going to be hilarious seeing Randy in a group of people in a bar walking around with a giant ass hat on.
Yeah, traveling with that hat might be touch and go.
I don't know.
I think you just buy paper when you get there, man.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to actually bring the hat part and then recreate the poster board actual top hat. I can just go to a Walgreens and get like poster board pretty easily.
That's a good call.
What time should we arrive at this meetup? I know it starts at 5.
We should arrive at 5.
Exactly at 5, or do we arrive early to like make sure that everything's good, or do we do fashionably late at like 5:15?
In Chicago, we were about on time.
We were.
Okay.
We were. I know I was. I think there were like anyone else was like 5 minutes after me. But I don't know. I get peak nervous in that 15 minutes when you arrive and then like you're sussing everything out.
Because you think no one's going to show up?
Wait, like the biggest thing about Chicago was like, where do we do it? If we go upstairs where it's actually better for this, like, are people going to know to go upstairs or are people just going to leave? If we do it downstairs, everyone's going to fill in that's not at the meetup. Like, it's just a stressful time.
There's also like that when you first walk in and like you start seeing people like that you don't know, but you're like, okay, are they here for the meetup? Like, should I go talk and like smile and shake this person's hand? Are they going to come up to me?
Okay.
Like, am I a douchebag for assuming that they would know who I am?
Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do to zap this anxiety that we all have. If you are on time to the meetup and we walk in, do the Micah finger wave.
Yes.
Do the Micah finger because I want to know immediately because I will gas you up.
Actually, people are doing that at Bourbon Beyond and it
Dude,
did help.
Good.
More than anywhere.
Good.
Bourbon and Beyond, that was a big player.
It's finger waving season.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is
It's the
Jim's-
identifier.
Is the gym saloon, is it 2 stories? What's the,
I don't know.
well, I don't know anything about it.
I don't know a thing about it.
I've heard basement bathroom, much like Chicago, big in Chicago. I think that's a gym
I talked to
saloon.
Micah about the Gem Saloon, and he said that he was unfamiliar with the Gem Saloon, but he and Boo Boo ended up eating lunch there during a Cowboys game, and they ended up staying for the entirety of the Cowboys game there. And at the end, Boo Boo said that Micah looked at her and said, "This is a great place to watch a fucking game."
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She might have not dropped an F-bomb. She's
Well,
she's a lady.
College football will certainly be on in the bar then, and then when the baseball game starts, that'll be on the TV as well.
Yeah, you would think that the New York bar
Yeah.
might play a World Series game.
I have a
involving the
prediction.
Yankees. Okay.
I have a prediction that either Randy,
I like either.
either Randy or Brett will have the bed all to themselves one of the nights because they are sharing a bed. But one night, it's your own bed.
Calm down.
I don't know. I didn't say you.
I am going to have the bed to myself one night. That is Thursday night because Brett, it's not getting until Friday.
Either Friday or Saturday.
Do you
night,
have
one of you?
Do you have any friends in the city, Randy?
I don't really think so. No, I think I might know like 2 people. I'm not going to hit them up though.
Do you have
All my friends moved out of the city, and my one friend that lives in the city's got like a kid now, so he's not exactly bopping.
So you don't have a baddie lined up for the weekend?
No, I do not have a baddie lined up for the weekend. Baddie?
Jeez.
You're a
Baddie?
you
You
sound
like
like
Brad
looking.
McMillan.
You're a good-looking fella. I don't know.
Dude, this city's gonna eat Randy alive.
No,
He's
Randy's
gonna look like Kevin McAllister walking down the
Randy's gonna
street.
eat this city alive.
I need you
Ooh,
on
going
the
as a
subway.
sticky bandit would be funny. Fritz would love if I went as a sticky bandit. Actually, maybe I'll do that this year. Who do I'd have to look more like Marv.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. You can do that.
I'm just so pigeonholed into costumes because of the beard. It sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to shave the beard for a costume. That's so lame.
So Brett has claimed the reason that the Gem Saloon has been such a player on this show since Brett arrived on our in Austin is because he has a loose relationship with manager, owner,
I think
something.
I think Brett drank enough at the Gem Saloon because it was very close to the Barstool headquarters at that
Okay.
time that like it was just his watering hole. So like you know how Brett is, like he makes friends with all the staff.
Okay. I'm looking at the IG. This is.
I feel like
this
if you
looks
scroll down far enough, they're going to be like, does Brett needs a plaque on one of the bar stools there? I might just do that. I might just buy like a Will DeFreeze like little plaque and just screw it into like places that I like.
We've tried this at Matt's. We've had people do it for us. I think we just need to take control of the situation.
Yeah.
I'm predicting. Are you headed? Let me ask you this before I make this prediction. Are you headed straight from your friend's birthday party? Your friend's kid's birthday party?
I am, yeah. The
Okay.
birthday. I'm going to a 1-year-old birthday party, and it's for one of my biggest loots that you can even fathom. His son is turning 1, and so I will be pre-gaming the meetup at a 1-year-old birthday party in Brooklyn, and so I will be going straight to meetup from there.
Are you subwaying it?
Yeah, Subway is easy. Subway is very easy.
Oh, we got a picture of the Gym Saloon here.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what it kind of looks like.
So there's an upstairs,
I'm
but it's
assuming
not like
this
a.
appears.
It looks like a.
Oh yeah, there is an upstairs. Cool.
But I don't know if the upstairs. I don't know. I'm gonna trust Brett.
Looks like a half upstairs. It looks big. Big enough.
Yeah, but Brett didn't. He didn't select this place. We did because of his love for it.
I have a prediction. I
Okay.
think on the Washed Media tab that covers our company, I think the most purchased item on that tab will be Guinness.
That's a good call.
And if I need to go overboard just to make sure that happens and my prediction comes true, I will do that.
I find myself not drinking a ton of these things. Well,
Yeah.
not all of them, but yeah, just because we're just in conversation the entire time.
Houston, I did a bunch of shots and got absolutely obliterated. Chicago was so chaotic that I had 4 light beers.
Houston,
None in a Vortex bottle.
Houston, we messed up because we went straight from El Tiempo to the bar. And we were already toasty.
And I did my 1 shot rule per meetup, and I had that shot pretty much immediately when I walked in, and then the more buzzed I got, the more liberal I got with that plan.
Yeah, I'm gonna politely request no one buy me no cocktails. Somebody at the Chicago meetup, I think it was one of the triplets, just walks up to me with just the fattest ranch water, just a glugger of a ranch water, and just handed it to me. And I was like, looking at it made me just want to vomit.
I don't want to turn down drinks from listeners and attendees because, I mean, without Randy bringing me a lean Christmas, we might not have Randy in our lives right now.
That's facts, dude.
It could be lean Christmas season, dude.
Ooh, a lean Christmas?
What's a lean Christmas again?
It's just water and rumplements.
Honestly, it was so good, though. Like, it was so good.
That's a good name.
A lean Christmas. Did you come up with that?
Yeah, me and my friend did.
Oh, okay.
Back in college. It's like, yeah, it's just like, it's low calorie, it's lean, and just
It's great.
it tastes like Christmas.
It's great. I have a prediction. I think Alyssa might be the person that people want to talk to the most at one point. I think she's going to have a crowd around her.
Outside of the Austin meetups, she has never been to She's never been to an out of town meetup.
Yeah,
She
I think
wasn't
she's
at
going to.
Dallas.
I think she's going to have some chatter flying her way.
I'm excited for Chelsea will be coming. I'm excited for Chelsea to see what these are all about. This will be her first meetup.
Is she going to be sketched out? I feel like it confuses some people.
She won't be sketched out. She's gonna be like, "Wow, you guys actually do have a fan base. That's really cool to see."
It's more just reaffirming.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's legitimate.
Yeah.
This is legitimate. It's a
Yeah.
legitimate operation.
Anyone else dressing up? You're not dressing up, are you, Dave?
No, I'm not.
Costume, I mean.
Am I going to be the only one of us that's dressed up in a costume?
I'm 50-50 right now. I don't really want to pack a costume, so I'm thinking that if I do something, it's going to be like a game time decision in the city. Like, I think if I see anything that would be funny, I'll buy it and do it. But I don't really want to like. I'm carrying on, and I don't really want to have like a costume take up a bunch of room in my suitcase.
That's the biggest issue for me.
I want people to dress up. Like, I don't want people to be out in New York City the weekend before Halloween and not get to dress up if you're a Halloween person. But I think it's also working against me that I'm just largely not a Halloween person.
How many?
I do have a pants beer idea, though.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. How many costumes do you think are going to be specifically circling back bits?
Like 2.
There will be a will to freeze there.
Someone called in the mail-in asking about doing a bit for like kind of wash media, but I wonder how many they're going to be. Like, how many tides are we going to get?
Yeah, Tide would be good. Tide would be good. If someone's dressed like Tide, I want them to start bartending, though. Do you think we can ask them if they can do rum floaters for free just for like 2 hours?
We can certainly ask, yeah.
What's the post-meetup meal looking like?
Ooh.
I think I'm going to get just a big-ass New York slice.
I want za.
Based on the reviews for this place that I just looked at, the food here is pretty good.
I saw a club
Brett?
sandwich on that Instagram feed that is owning a little bit of real estate in my head.
Brett has said that the food here is good.
Yeah, but Brett also, like, his favorite food's bruschetta.
My prediction is I go in hungry and a backer has to buy me a burger, and I'm gonna have to unhinge my jaw and eat it, even though that picture is nowhere to be found.
Is there any, like, more panicked feeling than when you try to take a big bite of something and your jaw starts locking up?
It's tough.
It's just like, oh, please unlock.
Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, maybe fuck it. Maybe I'll just eat at the Gem Saloon. Do they have tendies there?
They gotta have tendies.
It's giving tendies.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can have tendies again. I had the best tendies I've ever had in my life in Louisville. So
Those
it's
were
like-
great
it's like-
tendies.
Dude, is it a sneaky tendy city?
Louisville?
Yeah, they should lean into that more.
Maybe.
It's because the chicken feed's different there.
Okay.
More minerals.
It's actually candy corn.
That's good.
Call back.
Yellow, orange, white. It's the descending order. Learned that in my preparations for Spooky Season's Do You Know It edition.
I'm not going to share any predictions about Brett's fit. I'm not going to do it.
Come on.
He's going to be in New York. I feel like if there's a place where Brett thrive with fits, it's New York. Like I saw him wear like during Christmas time, he had that shit on. So I think he's more of a New York dresser.
Yeah, he's going to be volume shooting.
It's going to be, I believe, in the 50s while we're there, like at night. So cool, not exactly cold.
Think any backers will bring a Vortex bottle?
Ooh.
If any New Yorkers out there have any access to some original recipe Vortex bottles, like, you know where to go.
If they present one to you, will you drink it?
For sure. For sure. I might get kicked out for bringing in outside liquor, but like that's a cross I'm willing to bear.
Pants beer is going to happen here?
Maybe I'll pants beer. Can you get in trouble for pants beering outside liquor?
Probably.
Yeah.
They probably don't want you to do that.
Okay. I'll do it in the bathroom over the grate.
Okay. Okay.
But then I'm kind of excluding female backers from being able to see the pants beer. It's just for the
You
loot.
could step outside, sidewalk.
Go live.
Yeah, we could go live for a pants beer.
I have a prediction. Brett and I are going to be out way too late.
Yeah. You guys I think you guys are gonna look like absolute dog shit on your flight home on Sunday.
Oh fuck! How early is our flight Sunday? I forgot.
Not as early as mine,
I
buddy.
had asked Dave to push it back. From
It's
when he
not
originally
like
did it.
crazy early, is it?
Mine is at 7 a.m. sharp.
Yikes.
That's okay. I'm built for that.
How long does it take to get to the airport?
Don't want to think about it. Don't ask me these questions. Dylan, we have a very you story.
We do?
Yeah.
Let's
Dave,
look at the old runny here.
11:35 a.m.
that's good for you guys, actually.
out of JFK. Oh, are we talking?
This is not a Dylan story at all.
We're talking Zot cards.
So, does this count as playing your Za card? We need to know. German police busted a pizzeria in the western city of Dusseldorf that also delivered a side order of something else when customers asked for item number 40 on the menu. One of their best sellers. Take a wild guess what Pizza 40 was. What do you think they were giving you? Little rum floater on the Za?
Ooh, maybe pizza oil.
Maybe like a 40, like a 40 ounce.
A 40 ounce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, malt liquor.
Old English.
It's
Jag?
cocaine.
Cocaine.
Cocaine?
Cocaine. Yeah. Police were tipped off by suspicious food inspectors in March when the drug squad officers began observing the pizza restaurant. They soon discovered why Pizza 40 was so popular. It was the cocaine. You were getting cocaine. That was the secret thing.
What's the pizza itself that the cocaine comes with?
That I don't know.
Because that's a question that might go unanswered, but it's a question that I would like to know.
Yeah, I would like to know what they decided to attach it to. I feel like every college town, big towns even, they have like a place where like that's always like a myth. It's like, dude, if you order the 18 and you like wink twice and clap, you can get they'll give you like a bag of weed or something. Like back in the day. What's the place y'all went to in Chicago? A milkshake?
Oh, what?
Oh, chocolate. If you order a
Oh,
chocolate milkshake at Wiener
yeah,
Circle, you
Wiener
get
Circle.
some titties in your face.
And then someone did it, and it was hilarious. I saw it. Police said that the restaurant manager, who was released from detention after a few days, soon reopened his business and started selling pizza number 40 with the cocaine side order again.
Nice.
This gave investigators an opportunity to look into the supply chain. And after several weeks, some 150 officers busted an entire drug ring in Western Germany,
Seems like too many officers.
arrested 3 suspects, including the 22-year-old head of the drug operation.
22.
So this guy went in, agreed to cooperate, then just started selling it again just so they could bust all these other people. So this dude flipped.
It's kind of like the so he flipped on him?
That's what it sounds like.
Okay. It's not like a situation where, you have this guy that is an arms dealer
Mhm.
and then you get him
Mm-hmm.
and then you release him for a WNBA player and then he starts dealing arms again. It's not like that.
It sounds a little bit different, but I
Okay.
see where you're going.
Okay.
A lopsided trade in some eyes.
This is actually a smart way to deal drugs, if I'm being honest. It's pretty fast and loose. But like if it's smarter than some ways of doing it, I guess.
What is the marijuana themed sandwich shop that we just discussed here the other day?
The one on campus, Chiba Hut.
Chiba.
It's also a built-in money laundering operation.
It's perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think like they have to make the number 40 pizza completely unappetizing so that people don't just randomly order it? Like what if you're just like in Dusseldorf for the day and you're like, "Oh, I'm so tired from the day. Let's just order a pizza into the hotel. This number 40 sounds good."
Like, why does this pizza cost $300?
Yeah. What if and then like you get it and you're like, "Wow, this is some really interesting looking grated Parmesan," but whatever.
Yeah, hopefully no one
You
makes
can't
that
be doing
mistake.
that.
Like the 40 couldn't be like a meat lovers.
No. It couldn't be a Hawaiian.
No,
What are you trying to say?
I think I'm all in on Hawaiian pizzas, dude.
Why is that
I can't
specifically
do it.
though?
Oh, here we go. Don't just.
I'm asking Will a question. Why?
You
why
know,
is
you
that
know why you're
specifically?
asking me. He knows why you're
That I'm
asking
in on
me.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got some Hawaiian pizza
Well,
leftovers
Like
for lunch today.
most pizzas are very savory.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
there's some like when it comes to a Hawaiian style pizza, which isn't even, from Hawaii, it's from Canada, as
Right.
we've learned. You have that savor, you have that salty, the Canadian bacon or ham. Some even add some, salty bacon or maybe even some pork belly to it.
Mm.
Okay.
But what really drives it home for me personally is the sliced pineapple. It
Okay.
adds a certain je ne sais quoi, a sweetness to it. And when you try to boil down the reason that the pizza tastes so good, I think, at its roots, it has to do with
Mhm.
the juxtaposition
Yeah, yeah,
Of course.
that makes sense.
Of course.
between the sweet and the salty.
Yeah.
The salty, the savory.
What's
the
annoying
sweet.
is that this is one of those times where it actually is a juxtaposition of flavors. A lot of the times you guys are just absolutely reaching. And talking to you, Dave.
I don't think you understand the word, but that's okay.
Okay. The flavors are quite juxtaposed in this particular scenario.
I think being anti-Hawaiian pizza at this point is a pure hardo play.
I'm not anti. I'm not one of these guys who like, oh, that's
I know
not
you're
real
not.
pizza, but it's not for me.
But you would eat one single like if we had a pizza party and we had 4 different pizzas. Let's say one's a meat lovers. Let's say one is pepperoni jalapeno, and let's say one's a veggie for all the veg heads out there, and then one's a Hawaiian. I feel like you're gonna snag one Hawaiian just to see what's up with it.
I did try one not so long ago because Chelsea and Parks both like Hawaiian pizzas, unfortunately. So
Do they also enjoy the juxtaposition?
they didn't say that specifically, but that might be at play here, sure.
Mhm.
I might just go get a Hawaiian like for lunch.
You can't punch your ZA card when you're about to go to New York.
No,
idiot.
you get a vacation
Great
exemption.
point.
You get the vacation
Summertime.
But the
exemption.
vacation exemption only applies when you're on vacation. You can eat it twice there.
Going rogue. I don't care.
You can't.
But
you can't-
I famously had pizza on Sunday night, and remind me if the court would remind me when the clock resets.
Sunday.
Fuck.
You're toast.
Okay, I'll abstain from lunch today and honor the vacation exemption.
Do you think they're eating the Hawaiian pizza on the Big Island?
You got to think they are.
Do they even eat Hawaiian pizza in Hawaii?
No,
Is
we looked
like
it up
a
on Monday's
Canadian.
episode, and
Oh, yeah, that's right.
it's Canadian,
It's Justin
which
Trudeau's
makes sense because
favorite
they got
meal.
the Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon.
What,
It's
Fidel
so-
Castro's son?
Yeah, Fidel Castro's son. It makes sense that he would be a Hawaiian pizza guy if you really think about it.
Meatballs, Canadian comedy.
Do you have a favorite pizza that's non-traditional? Like, do you freak with barbecue chicken pizza? Sally loves a barbecue chicken pizza.
Not really. I'm pretty boring when it comes to pizza. I like Italian sausage, pepperoni, and like a mild pepper.
I feel like a jalapeno is not traditional. It's common, but it's not. You're not going to see that in Italy, are you? Maybe. In New York, are you? Do they do that up there? I'm sure they do now. But I will count that as a non-traditional za
I think
that I do enjoy.
My favorite's the macaroni pizza from Cece's.
Is it actually good?
It's all right.
Mr. Gaddis used to have an apple pizza that was so good.
See, I married someone who does not like pies that have, outside of barbecue chicken, she does not like pies that don't have red sauce. So if it's like a white sauce or an olive oil situation or something like that, she's just like, no.
I rock with that.
Red sauce pizza is impossible to beat.
Oh, like I said, I got some leftover pizza. I'm gonna put some of that orange sauce on it.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm excited for that. Thank you, Kevin.
There was some,
Shout out Kevin.
there was a restaurant that doesn't do it anymore, but did like a cacio e pepe pizza, and it fucking hit.
All right, well, I'll walk up. I've got the za. I'll put it down in front of you, and then I just hand you the pepper cracker and say, you put on your own pepper. What's that going to look like?
Stop. Would you stop?
Dude, that's a lot of pepper. A lot of pepper. A lot of pepper. Okay. All right, now you hand it over to Dylan, who also got a pizza. Oh, tossed it. Hey, good catch. Now you're going to put the pepper on. How's that going to look? Okay. Little indecisive, but
I'll be honest.
fair.
Last time I went out and had a someone cracking pepper over my Caesar salad, they just did the amount that they desired. They didn't give me the option to say stop. They just stopped, and I was like, it's not how this works. This is not the social norm.
Keep going, Playboy.
That's a
That
Johnny
pepper back over
Johnny
here.
Hamchek just lets him keep going as long as they'll go.
You see, Johnny Hamchek was opening up a bed store next door to an existing bed store, and he was warning the guy that he was going to compete with his business.
Was it a spite? Was it a spite coffee shop like Larry David's?
He goes, "We're going to have a guy out front with one of those spinny signs right in front of your store that points to my store." Fucking asshole.
Oh, man. Have fun out there with your za.
I'm gonna bump our next topic to next week's episode. It's not timely. It'll still be there.
Okay.
It's still a good segment.
Ooh, I'm excited to hear about that one. That'll be good.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
Let's just go have fun and let go with it.
Little Woodrose, let's go.
So goopy.
Do you think Gem Saloon will play goopy music for us?
They can give us the aux, right?
I've actually called ahead and tipped them off that we expect some goopiness. And they,
Cool. I'll pay for skipping the line on the touch tunes as we walk in, so that we can walk into the goopy music.
What's Randy's playlist that has 3 songs?
Oh, my Gotta Dance playlist.
Gotta
yeah,
dance.
we need
Gotta
that on
dance.
loop, dude.
Gotta
We'll make sure you got the aux.
This Weekend in Fun's presented by our friends over at Lucy. Learn yourself up on some Lucy. 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco-free. Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken to open and release extra flavor and hydration. Set yourself up with a subscription and have Lucy delivered straight to your door. They got a ton of different flavors. Let me pull up their website, actually.
I have a Lucy Breaker in right now. Believe it or not, it is the apple ice flavor, and I can't get enough of this stuff every day.
This is me popping in Lucy Breakers.
It's got the little flavor capsule you bite down on to release the extra flavor, and man, is it good.
They got apple ice. That's that me espresso. Mango. Cinnamon. As well as wintergreen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. It comes in 4 milligram, 8 milligram, 12 milligram. Like, what's there not to love?
My favorite times to enjoy a Lucy, let's see, right before we record, I pretty much throw one in every morning.
Locked in.
What about right before hitting that Wash Weekly column at wash.substack.com?
Just to get you dialed in. Yes, also after lunch. On a full tum-tum, love a Lucy.
Freshen that breath, a little break John on you.
Ooh.
Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. Go to lucy.co/steam. Use promo code STEAM to get 20% off your first order. Lucy has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Again, that's lucy.co and use code STEAM to get 20% off. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Dylan, what are you doing this weekend? I think we know.
Yeah, thanks for asking, Will. I'll be in New York all weekend.
The concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
Get there Thursday afternoon. Gonna enjoy some of the sights. Gonna walk around, check out the park, eat some good food, and see what you guys are up to. And then, of course, Gem Saloon is on Saturday. Big day, big day.
What are you most looking forward to? Not meetup involved, but what are you most looking forward to in New York?
I'm most looking forward to maybe Central Park. This time of year, I've heard great things about New York in the fall time. The weather's going to be very, very nice.
It'll be nice to be in that.
Just seeing the city, man. Walking the park and grabbing a bite. Yeah, just walking the streets in the park.
Why are you fucking looking at me?
Nothing. I wanted to see what your response to his response was.
I think that's fair. I love walking Central Park. Like I know it's touristy and whatever, but like there's something nice about it.
It's a beautiful park.
I'm intimidated.
Are you familiar with the word sonder?
I'm not. Why are you intimidated, Dave?
Just because it's New York City.
Yeah.
I just feel like, oh, can I keep up? I don't know where to, indecisiveness is not looked upon.
I don't know much about the city. I don't know the spots to hit. I really don't.
The word sonder is a noun. It's the feeling one has realizing that every other individual one sees has a life as full and real as one's own. And that feeling always hits me when I'm in Central Park, that you look around and you're like, oh, like all these people are in their own different, like they have their own world, but we're all in this one place. I don't know why.
Okay. Sonder.
I just look around at people. I just people watch there and I'm like, oh, everyone's just fucking on their own wave right now.
Yeah. It's a good word, man.
Hey, it's a pretty good word. What are you most excited for, Dave?
Start texting the loots. I'm going to do Central Park. I am kind of looking forward to having, and I think this is honestly the majority of the trip, just walk around and pop in and out of wherever I want to go.
Yeah.
Find a place that I can grab a drink, post up, temperatures that lend itself to a nice sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
And just enjoying a Guinness, a pint,
Walking
walking around.
like creamy.
Creamy. Yeah. I'm going to keep it creamy with you right quick. I'm going to have at least 2 Guinness on this trip.
I think the over under for my Guinness consumption on this trip is at 10.5.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think meetup day is going to be when the real work goes in, but I don't see myself having less than 2 on a casual Thursday, Friday.
I don't think I'm going to see anybody from this company until the meetup.
You will.
I
Really?
feel like everyone is going to. Man, the term side quest has kind of been ruined.
We'll be looking to link that.
Side quest sucks, dude.
It was cool.
You're not
for
doing a
minute.
side quest. You're just doing something.
I know.
Usually has the best magical loot.
But like if you're doing a side quest, what is your main quest? Just living life? Like what is the main quest here?
If you don't want to see us on this trip, just say it. All right?
We're doing something else. We're doing a side quest thing. Why are you so mad?
Because I want to hang
Dude,
out.
side quest day.
I want to hang out with the Lutes, man.
I don't think there's not. I'm gonna issue a request to New York City backers. Can you please DM me on Instagram or Twitter at DCarterF on Twitter at DCRF on Instagram. If you know places, we were saying like say central southeast ish, that area. Good, like got to pop in, pop out. Oh, it's a great place to go. You know, you can go get stand up at a bar top, have a Guinness. Just good spots. Let me know.
Yeah, me too, please. I have no plans at all. This thing. Send me some nerd shit.
Brett's hit me with some
Send
neighborhoods
me
to go
some
walk
nerd
around.
shit.
Like, do I need to go? If I want to get like good slices of we need to go down to like Little Italy.
Just pull up the One Bite app, Dave.
Okay,
Not a bad call.
it's okay.
Portnoy already did the legwork for you.
I might try to go Zaw every day, at least Friday.
Play that exemption card.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate getting like a mid-afternoon slice of za on Friday.
I'm going to be eating.
I'm excited to meet some backers we haven't met before.
Yeah. A lot of people flying in, too. Pretty cool.
I'm excited to see Lucas Dolangowski,
Pretty cool.
our absolute from the Trashy Peas.
Noted
Yeah.
backer.
Yeah.
I'm excited for a lot. I don't know. I like being in New York City when it's cool outside.
We getting Cat Pat?
That's the question, man.
Recent mother.
That's the question.
Don't know. Haven't not heard.
If she wanted to, she could set the record for bringing the youngest backer to a meetup.
It's fair. That is fair.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm most excited for. I think, you know what? No, fuck it. Here's what I'm most excited for. I don't know where we're going to do this. I don't know how it's going to pan out. But there's going to be a moment on Friday where I sit down for lunch at a restaurant with my wife, and maybe one of my Lutes in here. And there's going to be a moment where I order a drink at that lunch, and that drink is going to be such an exciting first drink of the day. Might be a Bloody Mary. I once ate lunch across the street from Central Park at some very New York feeling restaurant, and I had the best Bloody Mary in my life there. And it's just owned real estate in my brain for like a long time.
What's the place called?
No idea.
Okay.
No idea what the name of the place was called.
I love a good bloody, man.
See, I don't know anything about New York City. I intentionally don't harvest information in my brain about it because what's the fucking point?
Prediction. Someone's going to see Chet Hanks. I think he's in New York right now.
If you're a Lute with Chet Hanks, please bring him to the meetup. I would love to meet him.
Chet Hanks could be in play. You know who we're missing? We're missing noted ball player Brent Rooker by one day.
No.
Really?
Can he go extendo on him?
He's doing, I don't know if I'm breaking news, but he's going to be doing some work, some broadcast, some stream work for the World Series.
Oh, nice.
He's going to be doing it out of New York City.
I thought this might have been the Mets chatter that we've been seeing on the Newswire.
No. God, do I want that to happen?
I mean, it'd be sick to happen for him. But
good
I know
team.
that you want him
It's a
to
good ball
be a
team.
Texas Ranger of the baseball kind, not the other.
I know. I feel like that ship sailed. But
I saw one article floating a little Detroit action, but that would be too good to be true.
it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
TGTBT.
I'm looking for a Bulldog Bar moment. What's a Bulldog Bar moment? I have a very fond memory of the Bulldog Bar in New Orleans because there was one trip there where everything peaked at the right time.
Ooh,
we had
those are the
somebody
best.
unexpectedly pulled up who we didn't even think was going on the trip out of nowhere, and just vibes were immaculate for like 90 minutes. It was the highest of vibes you could ever imagine. So now whenever I think of New Orleans, I always think of Bulldog Bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping to have that moment in New York City.
I'm pumped.
So excited.
Pumped. Shall we?
We shall.
Bye-bye.
Bye.